Okay, in this video we will see the equivalent circuit of the transformer and we will see what is necessary and what you should remember. Okay, equivalent circuit of transformer. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now one thing you should remember is, see what you should remember. See, you know the ideal transformer is this simple. And what are the characteristics of the ideal transformer? Ideal transformer. And what are the characteristics of ideal transformer is no losses, no leakage flux, and maybe not maybe infinite permeability. Infinite permeability. Okay. So let me explain a little bit significance of these things. See, no losses means that is there is no I square R losses. Okay, and no hysteresis loss also. Okay, so there are two types of losses in transformer that I will cover in some other video. And there is no leakage flux, that is the flux, that is the magnetic field lines that are not responsible for creating the flux or that are not linking with the core. So that kind of lines we compensate by using a reactance, that is a reactor, that is our inductor, to compensate for those kinds of lines, okay, which do not interact with the other winding. Okay, so that is the main thing of that is the concept behind the leakage. And infinite permeability means that you don't need any amount of current to set up magnetic flux in the core. Okay, I practically what is needed is that is to set up a flux you need a certain amount of current. Okay, that is in the in case of transformer it is known as the magnetizing current. Okay, and in every machine you need that. Okay, but ideally you are not needing. So this is the ideal transformer. Okay, so now we will convert this, we will find out what is the practical transformer. Okay, so I hope you all know this equation for transformers, root 2, the voltage equation for the transformers, root 2 pi f phi max into n1, or it may be you should write it as E. Okay, n1 I am writing because I am considering it as a primary side turns. Okay, so that is not a big thing, just we have to remember, we should know that this n is a constant, this maximum flux is phi m, this is frequency, and it is root 2 pi, this is also, this is a constant, its value is 4.44. Okay, so what I mean to say by this equation is, see, if you look at carefully, ERMS by F is equal to root 2 pi n phi m. Okay, so the maximum flux in the transformer core is proportional to this V by F. Okay, so I hope you have heard about V by F multiple times. So this is what is the concept of V by F, that is you have to change both V and F proportionally, then only your flux then only your flux in the core will change proportionally. Okay, so that is why it is always preferred that you change sorry, if you change V and F proportionally, then only your flux in your machine will remain constant. Okay, if you change only frequency and you are not changing V, then your flux will vary in the machine, and that is not desirable. Okay, see, you want your maximum energy to be transferred from magnetic domain to electrical domain or electrical domain to magnetic domain. Okay, so for that you need to have your machine have work on its maximum capability of having flux across it. Okay, so you want it to you want your machine to be properly utilized. So that is why it is always preferred that you use what you operate your machine at maximum flux. Okay, that is its value, the value till which it is not getting saturated. Okay, so that is the concept. Okay, that is why your V by F ratio should be kept constant in every machines, like in induction motor, speed control also you use this thing. So there also you keep your V by F ratio constant. And this is very important also in checking the problems of the losses. Okay, so this is the whole concept behind this thing. Okay, so now let me discuss a little bit about practical equivalent. So in practical equivalent circuit of transformer, we will compensate some element to represent these things. That is, we will use some elements to represent these losses, these leakage flux, this infinite permeability thing. Okay, because practically these are not. So what is it is R1, that is the resistance of winding, primary winding. Let me say it is primary winding 1 and it is secondary winding. Then you get this. Okay, you get this X1. Okay, so this is the for the leakage reactance of the primary winding, that is the flux that is lost from the primary winding. You represent that flux by using this X1. Okay, then you get your magnetizing branch, that is I told you, because your machine is never of infinite permeability. Okay, so there's some current needed to uh, set up flux in the machine. So this RC is used to represent the hysteresis loss and the eddy current losses. Okay, and this is XM, that is the magnetizing branch, and this whole takes the no load current. That is, if what is this no load current? That is, if your transformer is at no load also, then also it will take some current that is required to set up flux in the machine. Okay, so there are losses, that is, this is the iron losses, hysteresis and eddy current. We represented using this RC, and there is some magnetizing branch current, that is the current required to set up the flux. Okay, then this is your primary winding. Okay, this is your secondary winding. For secondary winding also you will have your R2, that is to represent the losses, I square R losses of winding, and this X2 to represent the leakage reactance of the secondary winding. Okay, so this is the practical circuit of the transformer. Okay, we will discuss some more about for this in some other videos, but you should remember at least this much. Okay, so this is all for this video, and thank you.